Thank you, Costa, and welcome and greetings everybody, and welcome, Minister. If you've been in the room since the start of the morning, what a lovely progression through so many of the things that are important to this conference. The video with Peter and Gabriel reminds us of legacy and of succession and of growth within the Landcare movement. That's such a beautiful video that you've put together. Thank you for that. Natalie, thanks for your acknowledgement of country and for your story and your participation in the conference and the other things we've learnt from you. And Shelley for that, I've lost you now, Shelley, but for that grounding and taking us through the elements and the themes that come up through that of the conference too are really special. Can I just quickly too reflect on the award ceremony last night and what a fantastic event it was, and thanks for cutting the floor at the end of the night. That's always a special part of the Landcare Conference. And I want to acknowledge all the efforts of all the people that have been involved in this conference. It's the last time I'll get to speak to you, and I would particularly like to do that. And also acknowledge all those finalists from the state awards, finalists for these awards and the winners, and everybody that participated. Could you join me in a round of applause for thanking participants and award winners? It's a real pleasure to have you, Minister, with us today. And can I first congratulate you on your appointment to this portfolio, which I welcome, which we welcome, and we do look forward to working with you. Before inviting the Minister to speak, I want to try and capture a couple of the things which, and the themes we're addressing here, and will be front of mind as we leave here in approaching the work of Landcare. I've previously addressed the deteriorating health of Australia's environment and the twin crises we face of climate change and biodiversity loss, which are spurning a multitude of challenges and opportunities, including the challenges of biosecurity and the opportunity of innovation. The 2021 State of the Environment report documents what Landcarers on the ground see every day, that our environment is in crisis. Climate change is compounding the already significant damage to our land, waterways, coasts from threats, including introduced species, pollution and land clearing. But what we've been reminded of here is that there is hope, and that word has come up on many occasions. It's partially based on Landcare's long track record of responding to the degradation of our natural assets with extraordinary volunteer commitment. We are already taking action, and as Landcarers, we are the people best placed to turn this around. That's been observed by people that have been around the Landcare movement much longer than I have. Earlier this month, we celebrated Landcare Week, with this year's theme being Celebrating Landcare Diversity. The incredible range of success stories that were shared and celebrated across Australia during Landcare Week, and which you, Minister, shared, I know, through a visit to a Landcare group, along with last night's celebrations and acknowledgements, has been a powerful reminder of the effective and impactful work that Landcarers and Landcare Australia are doing every day. Because Landcarers and Landcare Australia are on the front line of critical conservation and land management projects. Together, we design, manage and deliver on countless complex and challenging large-scale and small-scale environmental and land restoration projects. We engage in sustainable management of natural and productive landscapes, and we successfully build resilient ecosystems and communities. For over 30 years, we have risen to the challenge. And we've proven time and time again that Landcare has the expertise, the skills and the drive to get the job done. Australia needs us now more than ever. And so many speakers have reiterated that, through Penny talking about soils, through Mark speaking about climate. Together, we must continue to innovate, to drive sustainable agricultural practices, to listen and learn from the expertise of First Nations Australians who have been caring for our lands and waters for generations, and to keep doing what we do best, which is working together to care for the land, seas, waterways and coastlines around Australia. Landcare Australia, together with volunteer groups and organisations involved in landcare, will continue to tackle these pressing environmental challenges and work to restore Australia's unique ecosystems. Minister, we look forward to discussing with you and Minister Watt what the shape of the National Landcare Program will take after June 2023 and how we as landcarers can efficiently contribute to delivering government priorities, particularly in what is likely to be an austerity budget. At Landcare Australia, we have ambitious goals of broadening our already strong corporate partnerships, reflected by the sponsors and the contributors last night, and to drive more resources, to leverage further government funding and to explore further scope of philanthropic effort. For we are concerned at diminished resources for the task at hand, which has seen year-on-year erosion of government funding over the last decade, where grassroots landcarers have struggled to secure funding which would provide for some of the necessities which we've discussed at this conference. I think particularly of increasing resources for individual groups and networks to build their capacity, the employment of staff on longer durations, providing the support, stability and development of succession planning and job security in the land sector relating to the Landcare mission, particularly with respect to youth engagement. And we've heard what youth want and how they are already and will continue to contribute. This workforce is, for example, critical and crucial to addressing the contribution of the landcare sector to greenhouse gas emissions. As Mark Howden noted yesterday, and I paraphrase, landcare is an important part of the solution to take carbon out of the atmosphere. Landcare is for everyone. Landcare is a proven concept. And in the sentiments of the tagline for this conference, we have the power of landcare to build on our knowledge and expertise to shape the future. Minister, those are some of the sentiments which we've been addressing in the last day or two. And on that note, it is a real pleasure to welcome such an experienced politician and genuine person committed to the future of Australia to the stage, the Honourable Plibersek, MP, Minister for the Environment and Water.